Testing, testing. Hey YouTubers, if you're watching this on YouTube, how you going? Just leave a comment. I think you're watching this on YouTube now. Yeah, you are. So we are live. I'm just going to change this to the current. So hello everyone on YouTube. I'm going to start this on Facebook in a second. So I'm just going to do a roundup today. Just what's happening. I mean, you guys know I do MPCA, MPA, MPCA, so it's primarily going to be about that. But even so, I mean, even if you're not on my team, or even if you're not in MPA or MPCA, you should take a look at it, take a really close look at it, because exciting things are going to happen. This year is going to be massive. Like this year in MPCA is going to be freaking massive, and I'm super pumped. MPA, MPCA, like both of those, obviously the same company, run by Uday Nara, and it's going to be massive. Singapore's coming up in a couple of months, so even though I've maxed out MPA and I'm soon maxed out MPCA, I'm still going to promote this company regardless. Like I'm still gonna, hey Ralph, hey Praveen, I'm still gonna promote this company, because think about it. Every time you bring a referral, every time you put a video on YouTube, every time you put a piece of content on Facebook and someone joins your business and buys ad packs, right, and you're gonna get a referral commission, whether that's 6% in MPCA or 10% on MPA, referral commission ad pack earnings. Ad pack referral commission earnings. What you're doing is you are contributing to the whole ecosystem, right? You've gone out, you've put out a piece of content, you've helped someone come into the business, and they're gonna click their 10 ads and they're gonna grow their account. But then globally, you've helped build the whole ecosystem globally. Even though you think one person is not much, but it all starts with the one person, right? This is how you build a massive team. You start with the one person and you help that person, right? And then you just repeat what you've done to get that one person. I know it sounds rudimental and simplistic, but this is the truth of it. First of all, you figure out, well, what did I do to get that one person into my business, right? And then you can write them steps out on paper if that's what you do. Then you just repeat that every single day, right? It's not hard. It's not a hard business at all. The thing is, where the disconnect is, people don't stay consistent, and they don't do the fundamentals, right? If you do the fundamentals in this business, I'll show you proof right now of what doing the fundamentals can mean in your business and how it can change your life. Today I hit 900 ad packs in MPCA. We're only 81 days old. 900 ad packs in MPCA. We're only 81 days old, right? And probably there's people ahead of me already. There's already people. Like I'm definitely not one of the top people in MPCA. Right? There's people that have got already 1,000 packs, 1,100 packs. Some people have already maxed it out. It's crazy. It's only 81 days into it. And they're pulling out 1 Bitcoin a day. I mean, if they've got referral commissions to jack up their earnings as well, they can be pulling out one Bitcoin a day. So if you look at the price of Bitcoin now, it was $929 when I went to sleep last night. It might have jacked up a bit or gone down, I don't know. But the slow increase is going up, right? So yeah, it's still it hasn't moved. So just think about that for a second. Think about what you can do to help the ecosystem. Every time you bring one person in, it's going to help the whole business, both MPA and MPCA. You're contributing to your future, and you're contributing to everyone else's future, one person at a time. And that's the level that it happens at the ground base, at the ground zero. It happens at one person at a time. So here I've got 479 ad packs and over 117,498 in ad packs earnings in MPA. I'm withdrawing out $200 a day, and I can't even, like when I wake up in the morning, there's over 1,000 1,000 in commissions just sitting there. So now, I mean, there's a cap obviously at $200 a day, but now I'm just buying. What do I do with the rest? Well, what can I do with the rest? I just keep on buying ad packs. There's no point letting it sit there. But the thing is, just because I've maxed out this business, I'm not going to stop promoting it, right? It might sound crazy, but there's no benefit for me right now to keep promoting MPA. I mean, there's no financial benefit, right? Well, there's no benefit. Why would I keep on promoting MPA when I've already hit $200 a day? Why would I do it? Well, going back to what I just said before about contributing to the ecosystem, right? If I help people in MPA make money, and it's simple, it's so simple, it's freaking funny. You buy ad packs, you earn, you keep on repurchasing, you buy ad packs with fresh funds, you share your results on YouTube and Facebook, boom. 12 months time to 18 months time, you'll be well on your way to pulling out $200 a day. Maybe you might be at 100, 150, whatever. Depends on your work ethic, right? So I'm going to help those people in MPA, because once I help those people in the simplest business in the world to make money in MPA, $200 a week, dude, you're talking $6K a month. That's more than the average American makes in. The average American, I think it's some ridiculous thing like 18,000 USD a year. That is, like, that's wrong. That's wrong. It should be getting paid more. And you can pull out 6,000 a month. It's crazy. You're making 3 to 4 times what the average American makes. You're clicking 10 freaking ads a day. So I'm going to help these people make their $200 a day. Then obviously, what are they going to do? Right? They're going to come back to me and say, well, what else have you got? I've already helped them make money, which is a no-brainer in MPA. Now I'm going to help them make more money in MPCA when they get involved with Bitcoin, because that's where it's at. So the payoff for me is I'm willing to help these people, delayed gratification, help them get to a point where they're making money, right? And in the long run, the payoff for me in the long run, if I help these people, the long run for payout for me is they might join me in MPCA. There's no guarantee, but see, I know for a fact that once you help someone, they'll stay loyal to you. Obviously, right? Because you've already proven yourself to them. You said to them, do this, and do this, and they've gone done this, and this, and they've got the result. So they're going to come back to you and go, dude, what else have you got? I'm all in. And then you show an MPCA, they're going to make more money, right? So I'm not worried about people coming into showing people MPA at all. I'm not worried one bit, because I know they're going to make, it's a great program, they're going to make money with it, and then they're going to come back to me. Like those people that have joined MPA, I mightn't hear them for 6 months, but they're going to come back to me. These people are going to basically crawl over broken glass, and this is literally what happens. They will crawl over broken glass. All these people are pitching them about this and that. They'll be blindfolded, they'll be blind to those offers, and they'll come back to you because you showed them how to earn their first dollar online, and you showed them step by step, and it worked, and now they're open to whatever offers. So I'm gladly going to promote MPA until I die. Hopefully that's not too soon. I'm still going to bring people into it. You know, it's an awesome program, and now with MPA, it's even going to be more awesome, right? So think of the bigger picture, right? Think of, you're helping MPA, but you're also helping MPCI, but you're helping the whole ecosystem, right? We want to eat for the next decade. That's the goal. If you want to make $200 a day, think about that. $200 a day for the next decade. You're pulling out, half a Bitcoin or a quarter of a Bitcoin or a Bitcoin a day for the next decade, right? Think about that. That's what you should be thinking about long term. My 24 still rocking. A lot of haters. I'm pulling out $1,100 a day. I hope they lifted the withdrawals soon. Happy days, right? That program's going to come back with a vengeance. Once the Payzar issue, Payzar refunds, not refunds. Once they release the Payzar funds in March, it's going to be even more money. So, these are my big three: MPA, MPCA, and my 24. That's all I need. That's all I need to make $50,000 a month. That's my goal, right? And brings me to my next point. By the way, just before we go there, does anyone know where all the DAS coin leaders are? I don't know. They're gone missing. They got their referral commissions now. They're off to do something else. I don't know. Seems like that to me. Anyway, leave that for another day. Let's see. So, my 24 is going to come back. It's going to be rocking, right? So, I've gone over that. You guys would have watched the MPA Australian Hangout. It's probably in the group already. Watch that and look at Uday's vision. This is basically what he said. He said, to sum everything up, he said, we're 1% into it. We're 1% into the whole plan. So MPCA, we're 1%. That's freaking amazing. Like, offline office is getting just about finished. They're getting support staff. They're going to train support staff for that. So then they can answer questions, and it's going to be like an actual real office, right? Then the offline events are going to be rolled out with leaders all around the world. They're going to follow a generic MPA PowerPoint presentation, so you can just take the presentation, and if you're in front of 5 or 10 people, or 5 people, or 2 or 3 people, you can read from that presentation, and then they'll know everything about the business, right? So MPA has got to where it is, and without any offline events. It's crazy. So once they start rolling offline events out, we could hit 10,000 people a week. At the moment, I think we're hitting about 6,000. Well, last week we hit 6,000 a week. So we're going to be getting up to like 10,000 a week, 15,000 a week once the offline events roll out. I saw it happen in another rev share when I first started. Actually, it was the first rev share I ever joined, and it was very successful in the sense of they were rolling out all these every month. They would do an offline event: Spain, Italy, freaking UK. All over the world, right? And they did that very successfully, but the problem was with that rev share was management just had very, very, very poorly managed, and that's fallen. See, so anyway, so what I would say to those people that are probably, I probably should know what you guys do, but honestly, it's a time in my life where I try not to think about it, right? I honestly don't know what you guys do. Please, if someone knows, can someone tell me what you do? If you're not getting results, or you're half-assing around, or you're making you're buying 1 pack a day or something, right? I mean, this is me coming from my perspective to you, right? I'm just saying, like, what do you do all day? I just want to know, what do you do all day, right? Because obviously you're not putting in work. Because if you're putting in work, you'd be getting bigger results, right? So I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just a bit hard on you guys, right? But what the freaking hell are you doing? Because you're not working, right? If you don't have a big account, if you're not building your accounts, there's only one thing that you're not doing, and that's you're not working hard enough. Plain and simple, right? So I don't mean to be hating on you guys. I'm just saying, please tell me what you're doing. Because I don't know what you're doing. Because I know, I don't know what you're not doing. I don't know what you're not doing. I know what you're not doing. You're not working hard enough, right? Plain and simple, right? So, you know, I don't know. You tell me. Like, you know, I might be full of shit, right? You know, I'm at 900 packs in NPCA. I'm maxed out withdrawal in my 24. I've just about I've maxed out MPA. Like, I don't know. I could be full of shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? And you know, I say stuff on Facebook, and you know, people hate on me. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. I'm not hating on the actual program. Okay, just understand. Don't take this personally. Okay, I'm not hating on you. I'm not hating on the program. Right? I'm hating on the game. I'm hating on these people that bring out these dodgy programs. They're the people I'm hating on, right? That know that it's got a short lifespan. Let's get these people in, get them to put the money down, and then make it look like it's going to last for a little while, maybe 6 months, and then we take your money and then we piss off, right? These are the people I'm hating on. But it takes two to tango, right? The reason why they have these scams and they evolve and they can gain momentum is because, you know, they get the first people in, they pay them out, make it look like, you know, social proof, get the leaders, oh yeah, you know, look, I'm getting paid this much. They post social proof, and then the scam perpetuates. And then that's how they get the masses in, and then that's when, once they get the masses in, that's when the scam happens, right? I'm not saying everything, but a lot of stuff that I've done in the last couple of years, that's basically how it runs. You know, we saw that thing with a perfect example was that flippity floppity thing by Tom Kent, right? Known scammer. It was a man, I can't even believe people promoted that shit. And this is what upsets me, right? I try to give advice to people, right? And they can take it on board or not, right? I get that, right? But I'm not hating on you specifically, right? I'm just telling you what I know from what I've learned in the past, right? And I don't know, I might be just full of shit, you know? I don't know. I might be full of shit. I might be just, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I got 900 packs in NPCA. I maxed out NPA. I maxed out the withdrawal in my 24. I don't know what I'm doing, right? You know, the reason why I got here is because I made good decisions, right? I went for solid companies. That's why I'm sitting here right now. I don't know. I might be just blowing smoke. I might be full of shit. But I might know a couple things that you don't, right? So all I'm saying is just listen to what I'm saying and take it on board. I'm not hating on you. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to join a program, look at it long term. Don't look at it as if, oh, you know, I want to make a buck. It's the wrong mindset. It's the wrong mindset. Anything that you're going to do, it's going to take time. It's going to take minimum a year, even before you start even, you know, scratching your ass. It's going to take you minimum a year. But if you come into it and go, oh, you know, I want to make a quick buck, right? That's how you can approach everything. And, you know, and it's just the mindset behind it, right? It's the mindset behind it. If you need the money so bad, go get a job, right? You're not an entrepreneur. You don't belong in this space. You're always looking for the fast money, right? And you're always getting burnt. Ha, ha, ha. Funny that, right? What I'm saying is just focus on something more long term, right? And your vision should be with, okay, if I join something, it's going to have to be a minimum of 5 years even before I consider it. That's my attitude right now with programs, right? My attitude is, you know what? If it's not going to be running for a minimum of 5 years, don't talk to me. Don't message me. Don't do nothing. Because I've been getting a lot of hate mail, email lately, emails and freaking messages, Facebook messages on this stuff, right? And you send me rubbish, right? And then I send a response to you that is not favorable to you, and you think about why I send that response to you. Because you're trying to sell me on crap, right? Because, I don't know, maybe you have no idea, I don't know. Maybe you're still new to the industry or whatever, okay? I get that. But just have a look at whatever you're joining. It's got to be long term. It's got to be long term. I'm talking 5 years minimum. Because if you put the effort in the first year, it's going to continue to pay for you. Now, with my thing with MPA and MPCA, right, I'm going to do everything that I personally can as an affiliate myself. You know, I can't be responsible for everyone else's actions. All I can do is what I can do personally, right? And that is try to grow the business as much as I can, right? I'm thinking about, I'm not going to say what it is. There's a couple of things I'm thinking about which can take my business to the next level. I mean, you know, why would I say that? Because, you know, I want this to be long term. Even if I max out MPCA, I already maxed out MPA. Well, what's the incentive for me? There is no incentive for me, right? Maybe for MPCA because there's no cap on the referral commissions. Well, what's the incentive for me? Well, I always look at things long term. The incentive for me is that MPA and MPCA, based on my efforts, my contribution to the company, right, is if I do my part, MPCA and MPA could be here for, we could be sitting here in 2027 and the company could be at $1 billion level, right? So I'm going to do everything I can personally to try to achieve that and do my little bit. So that's what I'm saying to you people in this business already. You need to do your bit. If everyone does their bit, does their small bit, and you put all those small bits together, it's gonna equal a whole lot, right? So your responsibility as an affiliate is not to sit back and do nothing. Your responsibility is to get to work and do your part. Because if you play your cards right, and this is not a poker game, but I'm just using that term, that phrase metaphorically. If you play your cards right, this can be around for another decade, right? I mean, I don't know. Do you want to get paid $200 a day for the next decade? I do. Do you want to get paid 1 Bitcoin a day for the next decade? I do. Right? And so to make that happen, we've got to do our bit. Everyone's got to do their bit, right? And by doing a bit, I'm talking about keep on promoting the business. Right now, I'm probably at the level where most people would piss off and go do something else. Right? I'm not. I'm going to do the total opposite of what people do. I've always done the total opposite to what people do. People will say, "Oh, join this, do that," right? I'll do the opposite of it. I won't, right? If I know the people and I know the admins really, really well, I'll join, right? But usually, in most cases, when people go and say join this, I'm like, no, you know what? You go join it. I'll keep doing my own thing, right? I don't know. It's worked for me so far. Right? Not everything, but most things, right? 80-20 rule, and then 80-20 rule of that, and then 80-20 rule of that. Get you 1%ers, right? And right now, I'm a 1%er in MPA, and I'm a 1%er in MPCA. And the reason why I got there is because I focused on the businesses, and I did my part. And that's what I'm saying to you. If you want to get to the level of a top income earner in MPA and MPCA, or whatever rev share you want, you need to do your part. Despite, oh, I've maxed it out now. There's no incentive for me. The incentive for me is that the company's going to be around for a decade. The incentive for me is to get paid every day for the next decade. That's my incentive. Even though I'm not going to see any, extra money for today. But my incentive is that it's going to be around for another decade. That's my incentive to keep working harder, because I'm going to do my bit. Right? So yeah, promise. No, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same promise. My top 5 list. I don't actively like those other programs. Like I still promote them through a list on that, through my mailing list, but the affiliate side of it, there's affiliate programs, but I've mainly been focused on MPA and MPCA, so I just let my list keep on ticking over, and if I pick up sales through automated process that I have, then I get sales. But I mainly do MPA, MPCA, and in my 24. That's my thing. Rev shares are my thing, right? There's plenty of money in rev shares, man. And I'm going to continue to promote rev shares. I absolutely love rev shares. It's the easiest model for anyone, right? That's how I was able to become successful online, was through rev shares, and I tried pretty much everything. I sucked at MLM, but if I figure, well, if someone just has to buy ad packs and then has to click the 10 ads, right? And every now and again do a post on Facebook, share to people, talk to people about what they're doing. They're making a full-time income, $200 a day, and they're going to click 10 ads a day. I mean, it's an easy sell, right? It's an easy sell. It's not like MLM when you got to sell the product to make the sales. Here you just come in, you click 10 ads, buy your ad packs, and you make money. So it's an easy sell. Like literally, it is an easy sell. Anyone can do it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I was pretty happy to watch the MPA event live stream, and how Uday was just talking about how they want they want to look at expanding and bringing offline businesses onto using MPA advertising services and MPCA. Once we start to see those offline businesses come on our platform, that's when we're really hitting a big audience, because if those advertisers are getting value and getting more business through the eyeballs that we have on these platforms that we have, that's when it really explode. More offline businesses are going to come and spend a lot of money, and they got shitloads of money to spend, right? So that's emerging, but everything's. There's nothing really to talk about. I mean, it's just mainly the same old stuff, like the stuff that you see on Facebook, the hate that you get on Facebook. People are getting distracted, run around like headless chooks. People that are joining these programs, like, I don't know. I mean, the majority of people that are joining these programs, not all, but the majority of people who are joining these programs that are, they're just not going to be around for last. They're just basically there to make quick money. And you go to their profiles, right? I go to their profiles, and you look at their profile, right? And you know that they're not making money, right? You know that they're not making money, right? It's because it's obvious, right? They're chasing the fast money, right? And that's not the way to make a full-time sustainable business. I can tell you now, it's not the way, right? If you want to, you have to do the hard yards. It's just plain and simple. There's no shortcuts in this game. You do the hard yards or you don't. Simple. Like, you want to get there, you do the hard yards. I mean, it's that simple. I don't get why people don't understand that. You want to be successful, you do the hard yards. Period. Right? So they're trying to, get around it. I want to make some fast money there, fast money there. You're never going to be fully, you're never going to be, it'll last a little while. You get a little bit of trickles of cash here and there and all that sort of stuff, right? then it's going to die down again because those programs are going to disappear, and your income's going to disappear, right? So then you're back to square one. Then you go back, and then you try this program. Oh, this is a new hot one. It's out. It's paying this. It's paying that, and all they're looking at is how I'm going to get paid. This and that, right? They don't look at the big picture. They don't look at the full. They don't have in fact, they don't even have a vision of themselves or where they want to be in 5 or 10 years' time. So how are they ever gonna, join a successful business? Because when it all starts with you, right? What's in your head? So it's a continuous cycle. They make a little bit there, a little bit there, and then after a couple of years, like this is what I'm describing is exactly what I went through, right? Then after a while, it goes for a while, 2 or 3 years, and then you join these programs, and then you think, oh, this is it, I found it, this is the answer to my prayers, blah 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 blah. You get all emotional and into it and all this sort of shit, right? It's exactly what happened to me, right? And then you think, oh, this is going to set me free, and then what happens? It scams, right? Or it disappears, or some screw up, or admin takes the funds, or something gets hacked, or whatever, right? Then you go back to square one. Then you find another program, and then you go, oh, geez, this is going to be it. This is going to be the final one. Blah 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 blah. You build that for 6 months, maybe 12 months, and then it scams, or it disappears, or some sort of issue, and then it cannot continue. Then after a while, after 2 or 3 years, then you start to figure out, hang on, there's something I'm doing wrong. It's not the programs. Like, obviously it's the programs that has happened to that. You don't have control over those sort of programs, right? But what you do have control over is what the program's actually joining in the first place. You have control over that, right? And what you're doing is you're joining programs, and I did this for a long time. I was joining a lot of programs that were not long-term. They didn't have long-term vision. They were just there to make a quick buck, bleed the money out of the people, and then disappear, right? These are the sort of programs I was joining all the time. And then after a while, I kind of figured, there's a pattern here, right? There's a pattern emerging here, and I make a little bit of money here, and I make a little bit of money there, but it disappears, and then my people get burnt, right? I get burnt, and my people get burnt. Man, what I thought was hilarious were those people that joined Profit Glitch. This is what I thought was freaking hilarious. And I think it's Sean Watson's his last name. He did this YouTube thing on it. So people joined Profit Glitch, right? Obvious scam, blind offer, video, nothing about the company. In fact, they had some details on the company, and then, it was just a stolen photo from Genesis Mining, right? They stole Genesis Mining's photos, and then they said they were a Bitcoin mining company. Blind offer, people joined, pay their $98. Then they had some people that big leaders jump on board, and they were bringing in, 300 to 400. Sorry, not 200 or 300 or 400 people. They brought in 50 to 100 people. Some of these leaders, right? And then they were getting the 50% commission, right? I mean, obvious scam. Obvious, everything about it was scam, right? So they promoted it. But here's the thing, right? All right, you want, usually if it's a scam, usually what will happen is the admin will pay a big affiliates, keep them happy, so then they can keep on posting, right? And then more people are going to join. This one was a classic. What happened was admin screwed over the people that were the big leaders. So not only did the big leaders bring in a lot of people, right? The leaders got screwed, admin screwed the leaders, and they screwed all the affiliates. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, it's not what you want, but this is what's happening, right? So, and then, I don't know if it's still running. After he got found out, the admin of Profit Glitch, I don't know when it's still running. It was hot for about a month, but that's freaking madness, absolute madness. So after a while, I started to figure out that after about 3 or 4 years going at this, and everything just, I built massive teams, right? And then it'd fold, and then after a while, I just got sick and tired of doing it. I got sick and tired of doing it, and I realized that what I was doing was the wrong thing. I was joining these programs that were not going to be around for a long time. So that's when I really focused on MPA, and then obviously MPCA, and that's when I had my breakthrough. Once I started to build those packs in MPA and MPCA, that's when everything changes. So if you're at 100 packs or 150 packs or whatever, you're not going to really see much, right? But you got to get through that first. But then when you get to 300, you start to see a little bit of movement. But then once you start to get to sort of 500, it starts to take off. I'm talking about MPA. But then once you start to get to 800 and 900 packs, that's when it just starts to freaking motor. All of a sudden you're at 1,100 packs, 1,200 packs, 1,300 packs, done. You're almost done. I'd say 1,500 packs with no referrals. If you've got a shitload of referrals, you get there sooner. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're making $200 a day, right? And then you got your base. You got your base, and now you can start building. But what in that process of how you max out MPA, what you're going to get is so much more, because I'm obviously going to get $200 a day, right? 6,000 a month. You're making more than quadruple the average American. And you're only clicking 10 ads a day. But what you're going to learn in the process is you're going to realize that all of a sudden you've done something, it's stuck, right? You've actually focused on one thing for a change. This is what I did. I actually focused on one particular thing for a change for an extended period of time, and it stuck, right? I threw up all this shit against the wall, and nothing stuck. MPA stuck, right? And then in that process, you learn, okay, well, what I did was I joined a program, I put 110% into it. I associated with the top earners, and I got to know the admins and the owner, and it's going to be a great company. It's going to be around for a long, long, long time. So you take that lesson and then you go to the next program. Obviously, luckily for us, MPCA was a no-brainer because it's part of MPA. We already know how MPA operates. We already know how UDA rolls, right? Then we go to MPCA. It's a no-brainer, right? I'm going to max MPCA out in probably 120 days. It took me 10 months to max out MPA. How fast have I taken to max out MPCA, right? So we already know from MPA and how that works on the history, right? So now it's MPCA. We're lucky to have MPCA. Then I went to My24, right? My24, it's had a lot of issues, but so did MPA too. I think My24 is going to be, it can be massive. Like My24 can be massive because of the, it's a different site. It's a different structure. Drew's going more offline. He's going to do what Map did. More so. I mean, still online, but offline events are really going to drive that business. You saw the Poland event, freaking crazy. There's like 400 people in that joint. They freaking love RevShares. So I think My24 is a winner. Is going to be a winner. I think it's going to be a winner, man. And it's got. I honestly think that MPCA is going to be the king. MPCA is going to be the king, regardless, because it's Bitcoin. And I think I did a video on this earlier somewhere in the live stream. The reason why MPCA is going to be a king is right now there's no cap on the referral commissions, right? So you can build this out to 1,000, 5,000 referrals. If, for example, I know this is, well, for me it's not far-fetched, but for some people it might be. If you've got 1,000 active people in MPCA and they're all buying, the ad packs every day, and you're pulling out, say, I don't know, 5 Bitcoin a day, right? That's a lot of that's a freaking lot of money. But the thing is, there's no cap in MPCA. There's no in the referral side of it. I'm talking about. There's no cap, and it's all Bitcoin, straight Bitcoin, right? My24's got a repurchase rule, so even me, I've made over 30,000 in referral commissions, but now with my referral commissions I can only pull out 10% of that, so I might make a couple of $100 in referral commissions, really, I can, if I make $200 or $300 a day in referral commissions, I think I'm doing that a day now in my 24. If I make $300 in referral commissions, I can only take out $30 of that. The other 270 of that's got to go back in the system because of the repurchase rule. So at the moment, I can't pull out in my referral commissions. And most likely, it'll probably only go back to 50-50 at the best. So if I'm making $200 or $300 a day in referral commissions, I can only ever pull out $150 a day of that. The other $150 is going to go back in. So, that's just part of it. You're just going to have to build more ad packs. So you're just going to, I guess it's there to make the program more sustainable. Again, Drew's got a vision that he wants this to be around in another decade. Same with Uday, see? So can you see the pattern here? The pattern here is you just go with the people that have a long-term vision in the program, right? That's all you should be doing, putting your effort into that. Don't go to these programs that have a short, 6 months lifespan, because you're going to just waste your time. You could have put that effort into something more long-term, and then in the long run, it's going to pay you off for years and years and years and years to come. MPA is going to pay you for years and years and years and years to come. I've already maxed it out. $200 a day. I want to get paid $200 a day, and I know many of the people watching this live stream want to get paid $200 a day for years and years and years and years and years. Who freaking doesn't? Of course you do, but you got to do your bit, right? And what I'm saying is stick with these programs and build them out. And these are just my picks, okay? You guys, everyone's got their own opinion, but these are just my picks. So yeah, I know it's going on. We're at 39 minutes. I'm just going to see if there's any questions. I'm starting to see some great results as well from people that email me through Facebook, email me through email, and also through Facebook as well. So people are starting to take action. I'm seeing that more and more. So I want to congratulate those people. Just taking baby steps, just get better every day. Just make one video, and then next day make another video, and just get, even though it mightn't seem like it's not the best, but doesn't matter. Just keep on doing it, and then every time you put a step forward, you're going to get better at it, and then the next day you're going to get better at it, and then in 6 months' time you're going to look back and go, wow, I should have. I can't believe how dumb I look on that video, because that's what I do. I look back a year ago and look, ha ha ha, gee, I look so stupid on that video, but it's all a learning process, right? So yeah, pretty much it, guys. I mean, I know most of the time I get on these live streams, I'm saying the same shit, because there's nothing really to it. There's nothing really. Honestly, I don't. In my opinion, everyone should be successful. That's the way I see it. Everyone that is watching, that is in RevShare, should be successful. That's my opinion, right? It's so freaking easy to do. Obviously, you guys are still at the, you're still getting there, you're still building that, right? But in time, if you stick with it, $200 a day, dude, that's like freaking that 6,000 a month, which is 8,000 Aussie, 8,500 Aussie. That's like 4 times what I used to make in my day job when I was in Australia, right? Back in home when I was in Australia. And I used to bust my freaking ring for that money. Now I just click 10 ads a day and I get that money from MPA. Sometimes I take it for granted and I shouldn't. It's like, oh yeah, $200, yeah, whatever. This is how you actually, you log in your account and you just see $200 come in, boom, whatever. Then you're like, you want to, but I'm still gonna build it. I'm still gonna build it because I want to be saying, yeah, whatever for the next decade. $200 a day, yeah, whatever. I get used to that. It's boring, but it works. So if you have any questions, guys, if you have any questions on MPA, MPCA, if I can help you with in any way. Great hangout last night. I just thought it was awesome. So hats off to the guys. And I know it's the same people jumping on. If you're watching this and you're in my group in NPCA, I challenge you to jump on. Because once you jump on and you get on, you say your bit, right? You say your bit. It's gonna change you. It's gonna really, give you motivation, and it's gonna scare the hell out of you, right? It's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to put my face on camera. I don't want to come on live stream. Everyone will be watching me. Will say what I say, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly, because you've started. You've taken the step. You might only have 10 ad packs. You know what? No one cares, because to someone that hasn't even started this business, they're looking at you and you've already taken the step and you've got 10 ad packs, you've got 20 ad packs, 100 ad packs. Doesn't matter. You're new, but you're not new. You're still a leader because you've taken the step to start your business, and you've taken the step. You put your hand up and you're going, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna jump on this live stream and I want to tell people more my experience, right? And then when someone is sitting at home watching you, and you might be a stay-at-home mum, you want to help your kids, right? You want to help your kids. You have a daughter or a son or a daughter, but you want to help them because you want your daughter to have a better life, right? And you can see that this is a vehicle to improve you and your daughter's life, right? Because whatever the case may be, husband's not around now, it's just you and your daughter. You got to fend for yourself, right? So you do that, and you have the courage to jump on and you tell people your story, that, hey, you know what? I'm just new, but I'm doing this for my child, so then they can have a better life, right? And then you're going to touch someone out there, right? You're going to touch someone out there that's like, you know what? I can totally get it. I totally get it. This person is just like me. They're new. They're struggling. Like, they're only new to the stuff. They've never made money online, but they're doing it. And hey, I've got a daughter too. I want the best for them. Or I've got a son. I want the best for them, right? And then they can see through you a solution to how they can get out of their situation, right? And then, you do the webinar, and then later on they contacted you and they said, hey, I saw you on the webinar. I have a son and a daughter exactly the same, and I want to do what you do, right? So then you've affected someone's life. You're going to change someone's life because you put your hand up and you said, you know what, I want to help other people, right? I want to tell them my story because hopefully they can resonate with me, or just anyone, and they'll join the business and they'll buy ad packs, and that's going to help me indirectly. That's going to help the company. If they join me, great, I'll join me. But then after you walk away from that experience, right, and it'll scare the hell out of you, you're going to get over it, don't worry. You'll get over it. The next time is going to be easier, and you're going to go to bed tonight and you're going to go, you know what, I actually did something that changed someone's life today, right now, because I decided to get out of my comfort zone. And then once you go to bed, it becomes, you're at a different level. Immediately you're at a different level. You're there to make money, and you're there to better yourself, but then you're there, it totally changes everything, totally, for you. And it's just not about just making money. You found a higher purpose, right? And now it's just like, it's not just about making money. It's like, I can make money so then I can help other people, and then I can give that money to someone else. Like, I gave money to my girlfriend so then she can start a coffee shop. Now that's slowly taking off. It's giving her a job because I decided to, join a program to make money, but then I stepped out I did a whole bunch of things that I had to do to step out of my comfort zone. And now, later on down the track this year, I might even look at doing something else. Like, how can I improve? How can I, with the funds that I make now, with the money that I make now online, how can I help other people? How can I help other people in this world, right? So once you get to that level, it's just not about making money online. There's a bigger purpose for all of us, right? But it's up to you to see that, and it starts with you. It starts with you getting out of your comfort zone. And once you do that, it honestly just you get goosebumps. You go to sleep and you go, wow, today I actually done something in my online business that affected someone directly, and it's going to change their life. And that is powerful. It is very powerful, and you just have this feeling of satisfaction that, you know, it's indescribable. It's indescribable. I mean, the money's good, yeah, okay, but the money, it's like, you know, that feeling goes away. It's like when you go and buy a new car, right? You go and buy a new car, and the car's like, oh, it's flashy, and you love it. You love it to death. You clean it for about a month or 2 months. You love it to death, and then all of a sudden you keep on looking at it. It's not as appealing anymore. You know, it's like, yeah, whatever. Then you got this big debt that you got to pay if you put it on a hire purchase, right? And all of a sudden it just becomes a liability, right? But helping someone directly help improve their life, it's like this thing that it just glows inside you, and it just never goes away. It's like, man. And then later on down the track, you see people, you meet people. I'm hoping to meet people in Singapore that I've helped change their life, right? And then I've seen them grow as a person, and then now they're like, you know, I'm hoping to meet many of my teammates in Singapore and hear their stories and how it's changed their life, because I, you know, indirectly helped them, right? And then now being able to grow and help other people, right? And it's crazy, because doing that, you leave a legacy in a way. You know, it all flows down, but then it comes back to you as well. So I just wanted you guys to see the bigger picture of this whole thing of making money online. Right? I want you guys to see the bigger picture, because once you see the bigger picture and you see this long term, it's going to change your mindset on everything and why we're here. It's going to change your mindset, because once you look at it at something that is bigger than yourself, right? Once you look at something that's bigger than yourself, then it changes everything. That's the real game changer. It changes everything. Then once you do that, then you have you really have a purpose on why you want to make money online, right? Then you start to think clear, and then you start to really, you know, get down to what you have to do to make that vision come true, right? And that's what it's about. That's what it's really about. So I'm going through that process now. It's freaking awesome. So I'm pumped, absolutely pumped. The next couple of months are going to be very exciting, because, you know, I'm hoping to reach 30 or 40,000 a month in the next 3 months. I think 3 months maybe. That's going to be crazy. I never would have thought about that. And, you know, it'll only be sort of 12 months to 14 months since I left my job. You know, so it's absolutely crazy. So I'm pumped. I'm hoping to meet you guys in Singapore, those people that are coming. If you're not in NPC, if you're not in MPA, it doesn't matter. If you're in NPCA, just come to the event, because MPA and NPCA, we're all one family. It's just that we're celebrating the MPA 2 year, but MPA and NPCA run by the same awesome owner, right? And everyone's going to be, in fact, probably everyone that's going to be at the MPA event will be an NPCA anyway, obviously, right? All the leaders are. So you can meet us, hang out, have a coffee, have a beer. If you see me, buy me a beer. So if I get 100 people doing that, you know, I'm going to get shit-faced, and I won't have to spend any of my own money. So with that said, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you got some value today. I hope you got some insights on, you know, what I think and what I think that can be the bigger picture. You know, that's hopefully what I've encouraged you guys, every single one of you on this live stream and on YouTube. So thanks everyone in YouTube land. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone in Facebook land. And you guys have an awesome evening and day. And always much appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my live streams, man, and on a hangout. So much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one, eh? Have an awesome day. Take care.